Good afternoon, guys. It's another beautiful Sunday here, and we are out doing some marketplace activities. So as you can tell, we've got a setup in the bed of the truck. We've got the moto metals and the ridge straps loaded up in the bed, and we're going to make a trade. You guys have followed this channel for a little while. You guys know last year I bought this setup brand new. I wanted something that was practical for a truck that could go out to the woods, go out to the job site, haul trailers, you know, do everything a truck should do, but still look good. And they serve their purpose. I put about 15,000 miles on them, and I've had them listed for sale for a little bit over a year now. Typical, you know, tire kickers of marketplace have wasted my time for the last year. Oh, we finally got an offer that's kind of worth it. So I'm not going to tell you guys yet what we're going to get. I'm sure you've seen it in the title and thumbnail, but just in case I decided to make it a little suspicious or, you know, not give you guys the full story, I'm not going to tell you just yet. But I've turned down quite a few offers. I'll be, you know, transparent with you guys, just like I always am. I paid just over $3,300 for that setup. The tires at the time were just over $2,000. They've since dropped in price just a little bit. You can get them right around $1,800 now. And the wheels, I paid, I want to say it was around $1,000 for the wheels. And then after tax and everything like that, I paid just over $3,300. With that being said, I've had them listed for sale. I started out, I originally posted them when they had like 5,000 miles on them. I posted them for like $2,600 to see what I could get back out of them. Well, the prices since went down to $2,000 as I put miles on them, and I've had countless offers for $1,500. I've had over 10 offers for $1,500, and I'm not taking it. Not when they've got 15,000 miles on them. In my opinion, those tires alone are worth $1,400. So my bottom dollar was $18,000, and I've told everyone that. And I just get tire kicker after tire kicker. I've had I think about 3 people that were supposed to come by them and have blown me off day of every single time. But this is our first one that we're actually going to meet somebody, but he's got something to trade us that now that the truck is lifted, I think would look amazing. We've got an hour drive ahead of us. We're heading up to Gainesville, Florida, see if we can make a trade happen. Not getting my hopes up too high because it is Facebook, but we will see once we get there. All right, so we arrived. We're in Gainesville. The first location was not going to work. You know, he's from 2 hours north of me, so we found somewhere in the middle. So I know, you know, neither one of us had been there before. He just found a Publix. If you're from the Southeast, you know what Publix is. It's a grocery store. He had found a Publix. Normally their parking lots are pretty big. This one happened to be literally walking distance from the University of Florida, and the parking lot was about big enough to fit 25 mopeds in, and that was it. So I drove about 2 miles down the road, found this good old Office Depot with this nice big empty parking lot. So I texted him the address, and I'm sitting here waiting because the wheels he's on were not going to fit pulling into that parking lot. I hope he sees my message before he gets all the way there, because that parking lot was a pain to get in, and I'm on 18 by 10s. You guys can't even see him. I'm on 18 by 10s and 35s. He's on a lot wider wheels trying to get in that parking lot. So I hope he sees the message, doesn't end up curbing any wheels pulling in there. Only other issue is, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's looking like it's gonna rain. So the wheels and tires are on his truck. And he doesn't have an impact. We're gonna be using my wrench to get everything off. So hopefully we can knock this out before the rain gets here. If not, it's gonna suck. All right, so I've been sitting here for like 10-15 minutes. The dude said he's running late. He's been hitting like every red light. No worries, I don't care. He's coming from over an hour away. Shit happens. But look at this. So this whole row is empty. This is the front of the store. This whole row is empty. Just about that whole row is empty. I park back here where no one's at. That's what Buddy decides to do. He gets me every time, every time. I do grocery shopping, go to the store, you know, whatever. Park at the very back, not near anybody. Someone decides, I'm gonna park right next to you. Whatever. Honest question for y'all, you know, because I might be biased or I might be too patient, I don't know. What's the normal amount of time you'll wait for someone for, you know, a deal like this? Whether you're trading something, you're selling something, you're buying something. What is your point of, okay, I've waited long enough, I'm leaving? Because I've been here 30 minutes. We're supposed to meet at 2 o'clock. It's 2:30. I'm starting to wonder, did this guy like bullshit me? Did he send me on a goose chase and just waste my time? I don't know what's going on. I sent him my phone number like 4 hours ago, and when I went to the first location, the Publix, I told him to call me. Never called me. But he said he hit a lot of traffic on this one road. He said he hit like every light, that he was running a little bit late. It's 2:30. You're supposed to meet at 2 o'clock. So, I don't know. I think I'm gonna give him like 10 more minutes. I'm like, look, dude, I got a life. I'm supposed to be going home, going out to dinner with my wife and daughter. Can't be sitting in an Office Depot parking lot all day. Oh, would you look at that? Another video of me sitting in the driver's seat with the rims and tires still in the bed of the truck. 40 minutes later. It's now 3:11. Again, I was supposed to meet this guy at 2 o'clock. He just messaged me, never ran into so many cars coming this way before. Yeah, bullshit. Ain't nothing make you fucking hour and 15 minutes late. No. I'm done with Facebook Marketplace for a couple months, guys. All right, guys, so that's the next day. We made it home about 6:30 last night. If that tells you a time frame of how long we spent waiting on that dude. So we were supposed to meet at 2 o'clock. He didn't show up until almost 3:40. I can post some screenshots of the conversations. I was getting annoyed with him. I asked him, you know, how far out are you? He said 30 minutes. I sit there 30 minutes and he says he's another 30 minutes. So I'm pissed off. I'm like, you know, I've already waited this long. I already drove an hour here. I'll wait another 30 minutes. 30 minutes goes by and he still isn't there. And I'm like, all right, dude, I'm heading home. And he said, I'm 5 minutes away. I wait 5 minutes, still nothing. So I messaged him. I was like, if you can't prove to me you're 5 minutes away, I'm heading home. And he called me and he was actually like another 60 seconds down the road. But I guarantee you what he did was say, hey man, I'm 30 minutes out. And he was still at the house. So I've got the new setup. That was another thing, as he had told me that 2 of the tires had alignment wear. He said one of them was worse than the other. He said, but just alignment wear. I'll show you. The picture he sent me, he showed this, which isn't the end of the world. That's almost showing wire. So I'm gonna need to replace at least one tire. I'm gonna throw them on the truck, make sure they ride fine, everything like that. I'll throw that one in the back, but I don't wanna replace one tire and the other 3 have issues or whatever. So let's go ahead, get them thrown on the truck. All right, so it's been a couple days since you guys saw me last. It's actually been 2 days since you guys last saw me. It was a whole ordeal that afternoon with trading the die. I don't think he was honest about a lot of things. Granted, he was an hour and a half late, and you know, I got a runaround the entire time. But moral of the story is, guys, be honest with people. Don't don't sell shit, don't lie to people, stuff like that. If he would have just been straight up with me and been like, look, dude, I'm running late, I haven't left my house yet, whatever, I could have stayed home and waited a little bit longer instead of leaving my house at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock and getting there at 2. I could have left my house at 2 o'clock and got there at 3, and then only waited 30 minutes, or left my house at 2:30 and got there at 3:30, whatever. But he got there an hour and a half late, and then he wasn't completely honest about one of the tires. So this tire in particular, he sent me a picture just like this. I can throw it up on screen of this tire, and he said there was some alignment wear, which, yeah, this is, you know, some alignment wear. I'll show you what it should look like. You know, there should be these grooves in the tread, but they're missing. So that's not horrible. This is where it got horrible. That right there, that was not in the picture. I was not happy about that, but there was nothing we could do about it. Sorry about that. She helped me wash the wheels earlier, and that's another thing that he was not completely honest about. So in the pictures he sent me, the wheels look like this. They look perfectly fine, and when you get up close to them, there's brake dust baked into them. Now this is after I've already washed them twice. I've iron removered them, acid washed them, and then normal washed them, and then I tried to take a clay bar to it, but I think it was starting to scratch the wheels, so I left it alone. I mean, granted, you know, couple steps back, they look perfectly fine. That's just another one of those things that he was not honest about. Granted, you know, a lot of you guys are gonna think, well, you traded 20x10s for 24x14s. Why, yes, I did, but my 20x10s were perfect. My tires were perfect. My tires alone were just over $2,000. My whole setup was $3,356, if I remember correctly. And I looked up this setup on Custom Offsets. It was like $4,600. Yes, it's $1,000 more, $1,300 more than what I paid for my setup. But the wheels aren't perfect. They have, you know, brake dust baked into them. There's one wheel that has some curb rash that he touched up with paint that I couldn't see because it was pouring rain, and I didn't look them over that well. I was more focused on that tire than I was curb rash. And then, you know, not being honest about that tire. And all the tires have alignment wear. That's just the worst one. And I took a Sharpie, I drew a line all the way across the tire, took it for a spin around the block, and saw where the Sharpie wore off. And it's not wearing where it's bald anymore. So I'm not concerned about driving on it. Of course, I'm still gonna keep an eye on it. If that tire gets any worse, I'm gonna pull these off, throw the welds back on, and either order a new tire or sell these as is. But I'm very happy with the way it looks in the long run. I wasn't sure how black wheels were gonna look on the truck, but I'm very, very happy with the way they look. I think they turned out sick. I plan on keeping these for a little while. After the ordeal of Facebook Marketplace, I'm taking a break from it because this is good enough for me. While me and my girl chill on the lawnmower real quick, I'm gonna finish this video out. I wanna thank you guys for watching the video if you guys made it to the end. I've been trying to film better quality, more storytelling than just a vlog style video or anything like that. But things don't always go out as you plan, so anymore, I'm just gonna post content. I'm not gonna try my best to make it perfect. I don't know if you guys watched building the move bumper video. That took me 8 hours to edit, and it is not performing well. So instead of spending all that time editing, I'm just gonna post videos for you guys. If you guys like the video, you guys are gonna watch it. If you guys don't like the video, you're not gonna watch it. As simple as that. But I think the setup looks good. If you guys wanna see anything different on the truck, let me know down in the comments. Headlights is coming soon. We just built the rear bumper. We just lifted it. We just did the wheels and tires. I still have to do the rear lift on the truck. I haven't had time to do that. I need new center pins for the leaf springs because I have an 1.5 inch add a leaf for it. So I need new center pins, and we'll throw the rear lift on, kind of level this thing out a little bit. It'll still be about 1.5 inches higher in the front, but it'll be a lot closer to level. But I don't want to ramble on anymore, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you'd like the setup on the truck, drop a like. Let me know down in the comments. And if you guys want some more frequent updates of what's going on behind the builds, check me out on TikTok at Kate's Aaron. And then add me on Snapchat at Aaron Cates. I post a lot more frequently on TikTok and Snapchat than I do on Instagram or YouTube, just because Instagram and YouTube have, you know, kind of died down quite a bit. If you're not posting reels and, you know, following propaganda, then you don't get shared. So go ahead and check me out on Snapchat, TikTok. I'll leave it at that. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Love y'all.